I am delighted to be joined by none other than Ben Shalom. I feel like I've disturbed you, Ben. I'm really sorry. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Is this record? Is this a microphone?
Yeah, this is my microphone.
Yeah, good. I am well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. We've had a really, really good couple of days here at the press conference, and today the weigh-in. Stacked card tomorrow night. Obviously, we've got the likes of Shannon Ryan, Ebony Jones, Jimmy Lee, Jamie TKV, kind of the prospects on the card. And then we've got some really exciting fights once the televised segment begins. I think my favourite of the night is probably going to be Jermaine Brown versus Zacchelli. So let's talk a little bit about that. A lot of people are saying it's 50-50. What do you make of it?
Yeah, I know them both really well, and so it genuinely is 50-50. They've both boxed on our shows, both look really good. Very different fighters. Jermaine Brown's almost not even broken sweat yet. He's boxed for us twice. He dealt with Jamal Ledoux comfortably. He then dealt with Charlie Schofield, this highly rated guy from Manchester, won the English title on the Calm Brook card. Zacchelli came through our tournament, absolutely bulldozed it, always on the front foot, always looking for knockouts. So two very different fighters, complete 50-50, both work tirelessly inside the gym all the time. And it's great that they're getting it on, and hopefully one of them goes on to British title and the other one comes again, because credit to both guys. They didn't need to take this fight. They both backed themselves. They both believe they're going to win, and that's what we want.
Do you know what? It's quite an interesting one, because Zacchelli is a bit of an enigma in the sense that he's really intense. You know, even in that weigh-in, the cowboy music came on. He was staring. His pecs were jiggling around. So he's a bit of a wild card, right? And Jermaine seems really unfazed by all of that, which I really like. But obviously Zach has got the speech. You know, in the post weigh-in interview, he was saying, you know, he's going to be on the floor waking up and apologising. Do you think that's a possibility?
No, to be honest, I don't know what's going to happen. I like that Zach's confident. I like that Jermaine's confident. But I think Jermaine's very tricky to get at. He's never been troubled. And yes, Zach is probably the most physically powerful guy he's probably ever faced. But Jermaine will have a game plan. Zacchelli, at the moment, for me, honestly, he's only showed one way of boxing. I want to see more from him. I want to see him to show that he can do more than just come forward and be constantly looking for the knockout, because sometimes I think that holds him back. Let's see what happens, but I think, it can go either way, this one. It all depends on whether Jermaine can deal with Zacchelli's aggression and power that he's not faced before. And if he can, it could be a tough night for Zach.
Let's talk a little bit about Chris Kongo versus Sebastian Formella. Obviously, Formella is world ranked. This is a real test for Chris Kongo. He's talked about needing the occasion, needing the stage. Not to be a naysayer, because I really like Chris Kongo, but he was given the opportunity on the Matchroom show against, the name is slipping my mind. I'm sure you know.
Say that, yeah.
He was given the opportunity, the platform on...
Sebastian Formella?
No, Chris Kongo.
Fort McKinson.
That's right, exactly.
He was with Matchroom for a while. They built him up to a point, and then he fought McKinson, and McKinson obviously went on. He was a very awkward fighter. Chris probably had a bad night. He says that was an absolute freak. And that's why we're giving him his chance. But if he's got to perform on Saturday night, it's a perfect opponent. It's a perfect one to make a statement. He's, as you said, he's taken Sean Porter the distance. Falcon and Ben in his last 3 fights as well. And so Chris has to make a statement. After what happened with McKinson, he had a fight back with us, and this is his chance now to get back to that level. And he's got to do something that we've not seen before, I think, with Formella, and he's got to try and knock him out.
I mean, Chris's last performance was fantastic. It was so exciting. And I was talking to a lot of the media on the night, and they were like, that was a really fantastic performance from Chris. So we're very excited to see him back in the ring. And then we've got, obviously, the athletic masterpiece, which is Lauren Price, Olympic gold medalist, international footballer, world champion of kickboxing. What an incredible signing. It's such an exciting future. The female stable that you guys are building at Boxer is fantastic.
100%. What is most incredible about Lauren, she won a gold medal at middleweight. She's weighing in today at welterweight, and she looked unbelievable. And I think that just shows the talent of her, that she was boxing really at 2 weights above what natural weight was in the Olympics. She still came away with gold. She's going to fly through the weight division. She wants to do things that have never been done before. She wants to win world titles at every weight division. It's unbelievable to see her starting here. I think she's going to be a household name in the sport in a couple of years. So, really glad to get her started. And obviously, adds to a stable of Savannah Marshall, Claressa Shields, Tasha Jonas, Caroline Dubois, Claressa Shields, and the list goes on. So, yeah, very, very proud to have her on board, and hopefully she'll be a flag bearer for us, for women's sport going forward.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about the Claressa Shields Savannah Marshall fight. Do we have an update on that? What's the situation there?
Should be announced very soon, early September. I've already said it. Fight's ready to go. It's just lining up press conferences. Very, very soon will be announced, and I think it's going to be a venue fitting for such a big event, fitting for such an international event. It will be at in the UK, and it will be very soon. And hopefully we can get Lauren and perhaps Caroline and Caris on the card as well. It's going to be an unbelievable night. We saw what happened with Taylor Serrano. That was historic. That was incredible. I think with Shields Marshall, you've got a serious fight. You've got two very, very interesting styles coming into the ring. You've got two personalities that have clashed for many, many years. For the first time, I think, a true, genuine rivalry in women's boxing. That's what we need, and I can't wait.
We're all very excited. So Caris Artingstall beat Sky Nicholson in the Olympics. And obviously Sky's being built up by Matchroom at the moment. You guys have just signed Caris. Could there be a possibility that they meet each other again in the ropes down the line?
I think 100% there's always a possibility, but both of them seem very focused on their careers. Sky's fighting extremely regularly since Tokyo. Obviously, Caris has taken her time, wanted to make sure she did the right deal with the right platform, and she's ready to go as well. But as you say, she got the better of her in the Olympics. Caris is a huge puncher. I think she's going to do even better in the pro ranks. I think for amateur style was maybe difficult for her, and she still did very, very well. I think this is going to suit her perfectly. She's a real puncher, and you don't see that sometimes in the sport, and she really has that, and I think she's going to go very far.
Do we have any update on Chris Eubank Jr.?
Chris Eubank Jr., no. I think obviously looking for the Kell Brook fight, perhaps world titles, perhaps Liam Smith. We would like to see Chris as a fan go and take his world title shot. He's in his peak of his career. He's 32 years old. There's big fights there for him. Hopefully that'll be next September, October time.
Ben, really, really exciting times with Boxer moving forward. Really looking forward to seeing what the future holds. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Cheers.